Kia ora. Welcome to Friday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect New Zealand. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz. And today we lead with news. The US is throwing out its existing economic playbooks and replacing them with personal revenge and retribution. First, there's no progress on the US federal government shutdown, other than Trump declaring it an unprecedented opportunity to defund his opponents. The childishness of the approach by a world power is something to behold. Almost certainly there'll be no US farm payrolls report tomorrow due to the federal government shutdown, and that will save the administration from what would be likely an embarrassing result of job atrophy. US-based employers announced 54,000 job cuts in September. That was the least in 3 months compared to 86,000 in August. But of course October is off to a very rocky start. So far this year, companies have announced 946,000 job cuts, the highest level in 5 years, when 2 million were announced in 2020. It is up 55% from 609,000 job cuts announced through the first 3 quarters of last year, and is up 24% from 2024's full year. In Japan, it may have been only a small improvement from August, but Japan's Consumer Confidence Index rose in September, reaching its highest level since December 2024. Most components improved, including overall livelihood, employment outlook, and the willingness to buy durable goods. In Australia, household spending inched higher, but just by 0.1% in August, to be 5% higher than the year-ago levels. It was held back by lower spending on booze and recreation, and lifted by spending on transport. And Aussie exports were weak in August, mainly because of lower gold exports. This means August goods exports were 3.5% lower than year-ago levels. Imports were 4.5% higher on the same basis. And the Australian First Home Buyer Scheme is open and accepting applications. The word is that demand is strong. The scheme allows buyers to buy with extreme leverage, as little as 2% deposit, all backed up by the taxpayer. The extra demand will come at a time of low listing activity, low new build activity, and already high prices. Analysts expect to be watching future house prices zooming higher because of these new incentives and the existing pressures. Global container freight rates were down another 5% last week from the prior week, and it was the same story. The decline was led by outbound rates from China. Bulk cargo rates fell 11% last week to be very similar to year-ago levels. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.09%, down another 2 basis points from yesterday on risk aversion. And the price of gold will start today at $3,841 an ounce, down $29 from yesterday. American oil prices are down another $1.50, at just on $60.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is now just over $64 a barrel. In the US, these much lower prices are not really flowing through to pump prices, with current pump prices little different to year-ago levels, even though US crude prices are 18% lower than then. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 58.2 US cents, up another 10 basis points from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're up 30 basis points at 88.3 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up 10 basis points at 49.7 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just over 65.4 and up 10 basis points. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $119,725 and up 1.7% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours has been modest, at just on plus or minus 1.4%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Monday.